a pint of beef broth, tomato soup, ground beef, and a half pint of mushrooms, 1 medium and 1 small onion that I dice up, and a stick of butter, not margarine, butter, a cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of what's this here sauce, and this is gonna be good.
Get your onions sauteing till they're translucent or soft in your stick of butter. This is poor man's beef stroganoff because it's ground beef stroganoff. If I were using tenderloin, after these onions are done, I would have my tenderloin sliced up into, say, 1 to 2 inch pieces, less than a ½ inch wide. I would, of course, salt and pepper them, put them in flour, and then after my onions are ready, I would add that and brown that tenderloin beef. But this is poor man's with my canned ground beef. It's still yummy. So I added 1 tablespoon of flour to my onions when they were translucent and the way I liked them. And now it's time to get our canned, I don't know why it's canning when it's really jarred. Anyway, this is it's a little over a pound of ground beef. It doesn't want to come out. So I take a knife gently, because this is metal on glass, and get it out. It looks horrible, but it ain't. And remember, it's cooked. This processed in a pressure canner, and I have a video on canning ground beef. Let's get it stirred in. And this is one of the secondary methods also of meat or canning safely, is you want to get whatever beef or meat that you had, and at least 5 minutes to have it very hot. So it's just a secondary, cover yourself, but my seal was perfect. And I'm just going to act like I'm browning it as though it were fresh ground meat. It does have a smell when you open the jar, but once you get it warm and cook it, if I were to taste it right now, it tastes exactly like ground beef, but when you open the jar, it has a smell. You open your tomato soup, your tomato sauce, it smells like tomatoes. Beef broth smells like beef broth. But canned or jarred, home-jarred meats do have a smell when you open them, but you don't taste it. It's only an initial smell somehow from that process. If I were doing this with the tenderloin pieces, I would have my fire higher, and I would be browning in this butter and onions the floured tenderloin pieces. This is poor man's ground beef stroganoff. So it ain't hard. Excuse my racket. It's just cooking. Give it a whirl. It's yummy. So I did about 10 minutes with the ground beef. Now I'm going to add in my home canned beef broth. Oh, that smells good. Yes. My own tomato soup, which is fan-freaking-tabulous. Ooh, yeah, it gets thick. Nice. Now I'm going to let this simmer, because I'm waiting for my noodles to be able to come up to a boil in the pot to the left here. And this will thicken some, and we'll come back after that's incorporated. So I'm waiting for my white egg noodles to come back. I can also do this with dehydrated egg noodles. I have lots of that, spaghetti, that sort of thing. Now, I know you're looking at this going, good Lord. Lord, Mouse Toes has cracked, because that is a soupy mess. We're going to bring it to a boil. If this had the tenderloin floured pieces in it, this would be much thicker already. This is going to get thick, and you can see everything that's in there, and it's already cooking down. So don't freak out. Simmer down. This is poor man's ground beef stroganoff. Takes a hot minute. Simmer down. Alrighty then, I salt, pepper, garlic powder. Now we're going to put our mushrooms in. And these are home jarred canned mushrooms. And I'm so tired of waiting mushrooms go on sale that I'm now buying Thrive, the freeze-dried products. I love their products. I've used them for years. But now I'm going through B as in boy, K as in kite, ELLER. He and his wife have a YouTube channel called Tiny House Prepper. Okay, egg noodles are ready. Perfect timing. So anyway, B. Keller, Tiny House, one word, prepper, on YouTube. Tremendous channel. And I am getting ordered number 10 cans of mushrooms, so I don't have to jar them anymore, even though I love them in those little bitty things, my little jars. So, been salt and peppered, garlic powder, whatever the heck you like in there, and got my mushrooms in. So, we got to get some of our What's This Here sauce in there. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. I like What's This Here sauce. Yes, Jerry Pruitt, if you come, I will not put What's This Here sauce. Jerry Pruitt, from the channel of the same name, can taste What's This Here sauce if you only put a drop. Seriously, it's like magic. So now it's sour creaming time. I ain't too purty coming out of this here thing, but it's part of what makes it more yummier. Now, you can also use Thrive sour cream powder, which I totally dig as well. Well, if I don't get it sloshing around on my stove. So I'm down to low now. I'm not boiling away anymore. And this is wickedly delicious. And inside a pint jar, when you do your own ground beef, remember it's cooked. The ground beef, you cook it before you put it in there, and then it processes away. It's a little bit over a pound. We're 2 adults. This will make 2 nice dinners for us and 3 lunch containers. And we like pasta. It's filling. I keep a lot of pasta in my pantry, all types. I could put this on penne if I wanted, spaghetti squash, anything. So let me get this incorporated. Ain't hard, it's just cooking. Alrighty then, so here's mine. Here's the Gorilla's, or Vern's, which is my husband. Big difference. We don't heavily salt food. I did salt the water that I put the egg noodles in. So we just, if we have people over, we put the salt on the table. Okay? I want to keep my pressure low. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100 years old. So anyway, poor man's beef stroganoff. It's just ground beef stroganoff. Give it a whirl. Cheap and good.